How's it going, guys? Long time since I made a video. Yeah, just out in the shed tonight, doing a quick video and a kind of like an update on what's been going on. I'm just going to do a quick video on how I was able to fix my four-wheel drive button on my, this is a 2017 Yamaha Grizzly 700, but if you read any of the Grizzly forums, you know that there's been numerous people have issues with their four-wheel drive, seem to be going in and out type thing. So I'll show you how I was able to fix mine. I'm not saying it's going to 100% work for you, but maybe it'll save you a trip to the dealer or a few bucks in repairs from the mechanic. Updates. Oh yeah, okay. So as you can see, spring is around the corner. We still got a little bit of snow. You can see that where I cleared. Okay, let's see. Yeah, right here. I always keep all that clear. It's like a big path down so I can get the four-wheeler or trailer in and out if I want. But where I don't keep it clear, you can see there's still, a good amount of snow. Still a good amount of snow there. And in my front yard, there's still, just over knee height everywhere. So, but it's been warm. It's still cold at night, but it's warmer in the day. Another update is that I passed my third block for my work. So I was out in Winnipeg for 2 weeks. Never really had a chance to do anything because you're just focused on school. One of those things where if you don't pass, you lose your job. So it's kind of important to pass. But 80 is a pass too. So anyways, I've got above an 80. I've been home now. It's going to be almost 2 weeks. Been real busy with wedding planning and a few other things I got going on. I'll bring up in a later video, and I'm actually going right back out to Winnipeg to do my fourth and final block. So then I'll be done all my training for work, and I won't have to worry about going out there anymore. So not that I don't like Winnipeg, but I'd rather stay home, go four-wheeling. But anyways, yeah, I'm kind of rambling on here. That's pretty much all the updates. I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Jerry, or Quadding Seuss, not Sons, but yeah, he sent me a really nice letter in the mail and a couple of his stickers. You guys should go check out his channel. It's really good. He's super entertaining, him and his buddy. I mean, it's almost like a comic channel instead of an ATV channel, but they do go on some sweet rides out there in Saskatchewan, Canada. So anyways, talking enough. I'm going to show you how I was able to fix my four-wheel drive button on my Grizzly. Alright, so this is the switch I was talking about. Pretty much all of them are the same on the Grizzlies. And anyways, it's pretty simple to take off. There's just two Phillips head screws here on either side. And each screw has a little lock washer on it, so you don't want to lose that. I guess he's going to stay. It's always good to keep. And there we go. There. Alright, now that we got the switch off here, you can see the back side here. It's got a little rubber piece that goes around the whole perimeter. That's obviously to keep dust and water out. You just got to pick at that, lift it up like this. You can see the white inner part of the switch. Just grab that and kind of wiggle it back and forth. You'll be able to pull it right out. There's the four-wheel drive button and the lock and diff button. Then I usually just grab it here. So you don't want to put too much stress on the wires. So just grab it in the most spots that you can and then wiggle the wire right out. And the switch is right off now. You can leave this little rubber piece all leaning there. Maybe get a rag and clean up some of the dirt, but mine's not that dirty. Now we just have two more small Phillips head screws holding the switch together. So we're going to get those off. keep an eye out up here where all the soldering connections are, just for some corrosion. Corrosion will usually be either blue or white. Keep some pressure down with your thumb just in case, because a lot of times you'll get little springs or stuff that inside things. I can't remember if there's one in this one, but if you wait a couple seconds you'll be able to find out. Felt it press up, so I'm guessing there is. Alright, make sure that's in the shot. Alright, and that's the inside of the switch. So this is the top piece here. The top piece is going to have a bunch of little copper connections. If I get in the right light, you guys can see that. Mine are all greased right now, but if you want, when you open this up, I guarantee from factory there will be little to no dielectric grease in there. So what you're going to want to do is get yourself a rag or a piece of paper towel and wipe this stuff all off, and you can use, so yeah, like I was saying, you can get yourself a little rag and something to clean up the connections. Now I've always just used like a WD-40. Some people use WD-40 as a lubricant, but I find it's a much better degreaser. It's almost like a degreaser and lubricant all in one, but I always just use it just for getting grease off of things. You can also use brake cleaner, or if you had something else fancy you're kicking around. So just spray a little bit of this on a rag, wipe off all the connections, take another rag or the other end of the rag, dry it all off so it's nice and dry. Then you're going to want to apply, you know, just some, this stuff here is no name. I got this at Princess Auto. That's what we have here in Canada. It's almost like a really cheap from China parts store place, but this stuff is pretty good. It's, you know, dielectric grease, waterproof. So you're just going to rub a little bit of that on your clean hands, or if you had like a Q-tip, you know, just rub it on there with the Q-tip. And that'll be good for the top piece. And if you want, you can take a little bit of it with your Q-tip and rub it in anywhere that you see the metal or the soldering connections. There you go. This is the other part of the switch there. There's your 4-wheel drive and your locking diff buttons. You gotta watch out, you got 2 little springs in here. You got some copper connections here. You can kind of see how it will work. When you press the button in, it compresses the spring. And there's other little springs also. You can see that little piece that's sticking up. That has a spring on it too. So you just want to be really careful when you got these things apart to not have it upside down or drop it, or yeah, that wouldn't be great. So just take the same rag, clean up all the little connections inside the switch. And once that's nice and dry, go ahead with your dielectric grease and put a little bit more dielectric grease on there. As you guys can see, mine's greasy.
Oh, that's greasy.
That's really fucking greasy.
Yeah, that's greasy. Greasy.
That dielectric grease will keep away the corrosion and keep water out, so that's what you want. It's usually at this time when I'm almost done that I like to take a break. Celebrate everything that's been going great, and hopefully you're going to have your 4-wheel drive switch fixed. Like I said, you put the switch back the way you took it apart. Hopefully you remember that. If you don't, rewind the video a little bit. You got to press down with your hand, use a little bit of force. You can line up, there's 2 holes for the Phillips screws. That way you make sure that the top of the switch is seated good to the bottom. You can tighten this side up now. And there's actually some grooves you're going to see on, if you have a Grizzly like mine, you're going to see little grooves on the rubber gasket. And then there's grooves in the slot too on the plastic part of the switch. And you're going to want, obviously, the grooves to slide together. There we go. You can feel it going in there. As you're doing that, you might have to go back and forth with the switch and the rubber gasket part. And you're going to take your other two Phillips screws. That'll tell you that the bike's made in America, down America. Up here we don't really use Phillips screws. We like Robinson, which is a far superior design, but not going to get into that. There's actually a little, if you've seen, I can take it back off actually. Use my fingers, hold those. This white part of the switch is going to go right inside here. And this, it's kind of, you can't see it, but there's a little indent that this fits right into. And you just want to tighten. Same technique, get this one almost tight. Tighten this side up. There you go. That's everything. Alright, give her a shot. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that the 4-wheel drive indication light is on. Press the button again. And it's off. Alright, there you go. Just a quick video. A little video I wanted to put up on the channel for a long time, but I didn't have time to go on any real ATV trips, so I thought I'd do show a quick video of something that really helped me, and maybe it could save somebody else a couple bucks. And I also wanted to give everyone a heads up and just let everyone know what was going on with me and my life. And I got something new that's going to be coming to my channel. It's going to be a secret for now, but you guys will know soon. I'm pretty excited. It's something that I've loved for a long time. So anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that. I hope you liked the video. If you guys want, you can check me out. I'm on Instagram, Maritimer ATV. I have a Facebook page, Maritimer ATV. Those are only the two social medias I really use. I don't mess with Twitter or anything else. We'll be needing that hopefully until next year.